Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Dr. Bhawani Adhikari. Today he has come with a drama. The title of the drama is Refund, and it is written by Fritz Carinthi. Oh, Y is missed. THY is there. Y is missed. Please write that Y. Carinthi. It is written later. Refund is a one-act play written by Hungarian dramatist Prince Karinthi. It is a satire on the education system, which produces unemployment in the life of the pupils. The play is about a man, Wasserkopf, about 40 years old. He goes back to the school in which he had studied, and he demands to refund of the fees he had paid 18 years back in his school. He claims that he learned nothing useful at school and now he feels good for nothing. He has not got job, anything else. And then Wasserkopf arrives at school and asks his staff to inform the principal that he wants to meet him. The principal knows everything about the visitor from the staff and asks him to send the visitor inside his chamber. Wasserkopf reminds the principal that he was a past student of the school and had come to ask him to refund his fees that he had paid 18 years back. He claims that he learned nothing from school and now he is broke and he is unemployed. He is poor and he is in need of money. He told the principal that his friend, leader, advised him to ask for the fees and he had come to him to refund. The principal got surprised and he decided to have the staff meeting and asked him to wait outside. Wasserkopf wanted to re examine him and to refund his fees if he failed the exam. The staff meeting decided to pass him with easy questions and the oral examination started. He answered in a silly manner to fail the exam, but the teachers applied the logic and proved all his answers correct. He was asked how long it was. It would be called the 30 Years' War, and his answer was that 30 Years' War was is missed there. Please write was called 7 meters long. The mathematics teacher was logical and philosophical to apply the tricks to prove all his answers correct. The 7 meters got proved by the logic of science and minimizing the gap between eating, resting, and night time when the war did not take place. And it was answering that it was right answer. Wasserkopf scolded and abused all the teachers, and he told them what he had given their names in the past in his class. The principal went on proving Wasserkopf excellent marks in each subject. The teachers recommended the principal award the marks. Principal to award, please write there to award the marks. Wasserkopf tried his best to fail, but he could not, and he had to accept what the teacher said and how they applied their logic to prove his answers correct. At last, the math teacher had to ask him the question, and the math teacher asked the easiest question, but Wasserkopf failed it. Then he became happy and asked for a refund of his tuition fees. Everybody got surprised, and the math teacher too asked the principal to refund his fees as Wasserkopf demanded. The principal got surprised by the math teacher, who focused on refund the money. Then the math teacher asked Wasserkopf to calculate his total amount and how much he had to receive from the school. Wasserkopf calculated the total amount and it was there should be total amount and it was 5,682 crowns and 50 thalers that he had to receive from the school. Then the math teacher told him that it was the most difficult question and it was correct answer that Wasserkopf had done. So math teacher declared that he was excellent in mathematics He passed his math exam. Then the principal congratulated Wasserkopf for passing his all subjects with good marks. Finally, Wasserkopf was thrown out of the office. The teacher made him a fool. They were more clever than Wasserkopf. This drama advises that technical and practical education must be given to the students to give their practical life, right? To live their practical life. The traditional education system of parroting cannot become useful in pragmatic life, and it is essential to change the pedagogical system. In fact, this drama is a humorous drama. It has funny events. When this Wasserkopf comes there in his school, he was bearded, he was looking like gentleman, and the office staff also did not know who he was. And he asked the principal who the person had come, and principal did not want to meet him because it was not the meeting of the parents' time. And parents' meeting was a separate hour, but the staff told him that he was not a parent. He was not. He was gentleman, and then principal was afraid might be he was from education office. He called him inside, and then when he just Wasserkopf came inside, and he started scolding, and he wanted his refund, and principal had never got this sort of situation before. Now he was surprised what to do and what not to do, and he thought that if he gave the refund, and there would be the line of students from next day to refund of their fees. And he just Wasserkopf wanted to have the examination, oral examination. So he asked to stay outside. He had a meeting, a staff meeting. From the staff meeting, they decided to take the exam, and they decided to pass him at any rate by asking easy questions and by even using their logic how to pass, how to correct the answer of Wasserkopf. And they started asking questions, but he was not able to, he did not want to sit down, Wasserkopf. He wanted to stand and answer. And mathematics teacher said that he was very good in his manner, in his health. He was conscious. He did not want to sit down. And he was good in health, excellent in health. And he scolded that they were the teacher. And then again, one of the teachers, mathematics teachers, said that he was very good in patriarchal system in the past. A male used to scold the female in the same way he was scolding. He was very good in culture. And then another question was asked about the geography, right? And then he was asked about the history question, 30 years war. How long it would be the war called 30 years? And he said 7 meters. He wanted to prove it. Fail, wrong answer. But the mathematics teacher applied that logic, and he said that people do not make war all the time, and night time they do not make war, and it comes to 15 years, and there would be rest after for food, and comes 12 years, and there would be siesta, means rest after the food again, and no fight, and sometimes then there would be 7 years, and 7 years when 7 meters. That was proved. He was okay, right in his answer of 7 meters. And he was asked how would he look about the just what, either big or small, from near and far. And he said he looked like an ass, and he was proved that that one's answer also was right. Number of questions that just they asked, he wanted to fail, and then just they went on proving the correct answers, all his answers correct. And this Wasserkopf told everything what he used to do in the class in the past. He used to call cannibals to the teacher who was just biting his nail, thumb, and used to give the names to all of the teachers. And he used to do wrong activities in the class that he reported everything during the time of taking his exam. And later on, mathematics teacher asked a very easy question, but he failed. And now mathematics teacher was very clever, and he said, yes, Wasserkopf failed. And principal had to return his money, return his just fees. And now he asked this Wasserkopf to calculate his total amount, how much he was going to get received from his fees. And Wasserkopf calculated everything, every detail, every pie, and he said that it was 5,682 and 50 heller. It was the right money, right amount. Then mathematics teacher told him it was a question. It was easy, difficult question that he had to do, and he was passed in difficult question. So he was excellent in mathematics. Now this Wasserkopf got surprised that he did not know that mathematics teacher was asking the question to calculate his money, and then he was made fool. And he was cheating, he was talking, he was forcing, and he was just not ready to go outside. But the office staff was called and then told this Wasserkopf to take out of the office, and he was thrown out of the office. So teacher made fool to the and this fool to Wasserkopf. In fact, teacher were more clever than this Wasserkopf. This is how the drama ends. It is funny, but anyway, the drama advises that education system should be changed. Parroting, memorizing education, theoretical education does not become useful, meaningful in life. This Wasserkopf's friend was a leader. He was very good in share market, but he did not know anything about it. Wasserkopf got the job and he lost the job. Getting and losing job was another important event for him. He was not practical person in his life. This is how this Wasserkopf was just his plan of asking money was made useless, vain, failure, and the drama brings up funny events about the life of this Wasserkopf, and it is all about the irony, satire of education system. See, this is some of the ideas of the drama. You can go detail in the text and understand the ideas, and you can write with your own logic.